Create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt. Now Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for two after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here. This is James White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Flushed out right. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Check, 59. I got one. Yellow.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Mahomes firing complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. On second down and 4. Newton, and his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third and 4. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
With it is Brown. Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6-0 our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I can't believe they even let you play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Newton now to throw. He's got White here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Well, CD, we are a quarter way through the season already. I'm curious, if you look at each conference, which division race is most intriguing to you right now?
Well, can we start in the NFC?
You do whatever you want.
Because if so, let's go to the North. Because we thought it would be a tough division coming into the season because I felt like you could make a case for everyone but Detroit when the season began. Now we're looking at Minnesota. They seem a little uncertain at 2-2. Chicago just lost their quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, for an indefinite amount of time. That defense is playing awfully well. And Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers. So I think that division now is brutal. And then you've got to throw in Detroit. It's not the same old Lions. Matthew Stafford, he plays with heart, played hurt. And I think that they are improving as time goes on.
How about the AFC?
Well, I think the AFC South. Everyone's 2-2. We thought it would be a tough division. We thought it would be intriguing. And Gardner Minshew's mustache really adds a little extra intrigue to the whole thing. And we saw Marcus Mariota get off the deck and play well last week, too.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's Kelsey on the ground. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. To try again after the sack. Mahomes on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Out of the gun, Newton. It's complete. James White. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far.
They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Attack!
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. On play action, it's Mahomes. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They run again with Carson. 11 yards there, first down. They'll try to run with Carson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Newton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, that's complete to White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flush to his right. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Newton, flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. On 1st down, it's Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 8 at the Browns' 35-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They run the counter. Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run the counter. Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's Carson. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Gostkowski's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline, because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chain. about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. In the here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
S-T-R-O.
Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coupes. Oh no, no, I can't be. Long season, they planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Look out! 390!
I don't even know why this team's showing.
Mexico! Shoot! 11B!
Luck on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Marshall, the intended receiver. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. That one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
That good for 19 and a first down. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On second down, Elliott.
end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott, 30 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st and 10, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Single receiver. Hey, you already know. Single receiver. Mike 53. 12. Recon, 152 fighter. 12. Watch the whip. Check. Hey, Zoo.
Locke on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down. Penny. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Luck flush to his right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Luck. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Marshall's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jayon Brown able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. But correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 10th carry now for Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, it's Brown. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
What?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Markel Lee in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he finds Howard complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. So they'd converted their first 2 4th-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
11. Go. 53, Mike. Watch the run.
From the end zone, Lott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the counter, it's Henry. Room here, Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, LA. Derrick Henry. 99 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They go play action. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They see got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 40 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here.
Yeah, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A first down carry for Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
A first down throw for Mariota. That one complete to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play whipped backwards for 2 yards. Now Mariota forced out to his left. Incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Play fake. Mariota out to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing. Mariota. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. To throw is Mariota. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just wondering why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Off the play fake, Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Where are they, King? Check 99. Check 99. Check 26. Check 20. Chopper. Chopper.
On second down now. It's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Mariota now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Mariota. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
To throw again on second down. Mariota rolling to his left. And that's Elliott, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Mariota on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Mariota. And it will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run on third down with Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They go play action here on first down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Mariota dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They run the counter. Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Luck. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 55, mark, 55. Not today, you are. Not today.
Out of the gun, Luck. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
12. Hey, Charlie.
Luck gonna throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a busy night for Henry continues. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay.
Yeah. Hey, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This one taken from the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gators. Mike 58 right there. Here we go. Here we go. 5.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Elway to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Chubb on the counter, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Elway. Steps away to his left. And able to find Garcon. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Elway now off of play action.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. A run for Nick Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Washington now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Elway to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Elway. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. 3rd and goal. Elway steps away. He can run, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
So now the Browns, they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and run for it. Option left. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2 and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 40!
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He's got it to Hilton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They run with Washington, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play action. Elway out to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroon, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Elway. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Elway being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. Forced out to his left.
And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. 46 down, man, 5-4. 58, right over there. Hey, Alpha. Mike, 58, right there.
Wentz. Dancing to his left. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they're now on the board here in the 1st half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
but he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, Charles, taking a step back for a second, let's look at the undefeated teams still left in the NFL. We got New England, KC, they're 4-0, and then San Fran, they were open last week. They didn't have a game, so they're still at 3-0. We only have 3 teams left.
And they had the easiest path, not just because they had the open week, but how about New England getting challenged by Buffalo? Yes, they were on the road, but you don't often think of Buffalo as a team to really press New England. They did. And Kansas City, they got a heck of a test in Detroit. Had to score with 20 seconds left on the clock to win that game. So both of them remained undefeated, but not without struggles.
That's the interesting thing about Buffalo. I think we learned more about them in their 1 loss this year than we have in their 3 victories.
I think we would say the same thing about Kansas City because of how they got pressed, but we'd also say the same thing about Detroit, how they played Kansas City in that game.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Got an open man to tight end Jarwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Rams have taken the lead. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that?
He's got a man complete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. At their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Wentz now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Miller. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, Wentz stepping up. He'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Watch the curl. Great 15. Great 15. Two jet. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On 2nd and inches, Wentz flush to his right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elway. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Elway on 1st down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Wentz.
being chased out left. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
He's not going to get me.
They'll run on first down. Miller, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Let's go. Great. Man 5-7. Pretty quiet, D. Hey, Haywood.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. Forced out. And a loose football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Elway now off of play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now the Browns signal for the second. Their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We got 4.
A first throw now for the backup Mahomes. Airing it deep for Garcon. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go. Waiting.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that lead. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Vic Beasley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Pass incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught by Garcon. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Mahomes now to throw, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, it's Miller. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
81. Hey, Echo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost gets the football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. So